Breaking news. Diddy will face these conditions after he's released, including potential searches, financial reviews. A federal court has imposed a litany of restrictions on Sean Diddy Combs to take effect after he finishes his 4-year prison sentence for prostitution charges, requiring him to remain on supervised release for 5 years with strict special conditions, according to a filing Wednesday. Diddy will remain on supervised release for 5 years after he finishes his 4-year sentence. Key facts. During Combs' 5 years of supervised release, the Bad Boy Records founder will be barred from contacting any of the victims in the case or encouraging anyone else from contacting them. Combs will have to submit to searches of his person, property, and electronic devices if probation officers have reasonable suspicion he violated the terms of his release or committed a crime. He will be required to undergo treatment at an outpatient mental health facility, as well treatment for substance abuse, and complete a program for domestic violence. The record producer is required to provide his probation officer with his financial information upon request. Combs will also be subject to the standard conditions for supervised release, including prohibitions on owning a firearm and communicating with anyone engaged in criminal activity. Key background. Combs was indicted on federal charges in 2024 and was found guilty on the charges of transportation to engage in prostitution. However, the jury acquitted him on the more serious charges of racketeering and sex trafficking, which could have landed him a life sentence. Prosecutors still asked Judge Arun Subramanian to hand down a serious 11-year prison sentence, but Subramanian ended up only sentencing Diddy to 50 months in a federal prison, alongside a $500,000 fine. Despite the shorter sentence, Subramanian acknowledged the producer's horrific treatment of victims, including his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. To Ms. Ventura and the other brave survivors that came forward, I want to say first, we heard you, Subramanian said at the sentencing. Combs eventually apologized to Ventura and the anonymous victim identified as Jane in the case in a letter sent to the judge before his sentencing. In the same letter to Subramanian, Combs said he was previously lost in the drugs and the excess. Among other things, the disgraced record producer said he was spending his time in jail before sentencing, in therapy obtaining the tools and knowledge to deal with my past drug abuse and anger issues. Combs, lawyers pressed for him to serve his sentence at FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey, the Associated Press reported, a low-security facility with a residential drug abuse treatment program.